Burning desires to help people create financial abundance through real estate investments and entrepreneurship. Something nobody knows about Arthur is he walked on hot coals without burning his feet off. Key to success comes from contribution. Always look for ways to add more value to his clients. So without further ado, Arthur.
So, I just want to start out, I think for the most part, how many in this room have not seen me speak before? Have not heard my presentation? Okay, excellent. Alright, so I'd like to start out, tell you a little bit about us, our company, what we do, and the value that we add to our clients. So the first thing I'd like to do is start and talk about the relationship of BNI Realty Group with Keller Williams Realty, right? As most of you know, I always say BNI Realty Group, and that's my team. That's the company that I own. I am a licensed broker, yet we're affiliated with Keller Williams Realty, which is the largest company in real estate in agent count. Why do we choose to do that? It's because of the referral network of over 100,000 agents, plus the resources and tools that we're able to provide to our clients, right? We could easily be off on our own. As a matter of fact, if you ask most of my clients who they work with, they would say BNI Realty Group. So that's just a relationship so you guys can understand and are able to better refer us, right? We have an umbrella company. That way we can make it a win-win, present that to our clients. Does anybody have any questions about that, or does anybody fully understand that relationship? Show of hands if you understand. All right, good job. Now, I was gonna do 3 things, but I narrowed it down to 2 just for time's sake. So there's only 2 things we're gonna cover. By the way, can everybody see the screen okay? Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so the 2 things is we're going to talk a little bit about our story, because I'm not sure if everybody in this room really knows our background, how we came from, how we got into the business. And then we're going to focus on the seller side of what we do to sell homes. I'm also going to talk a little bit about my team, and I'll leave buyers, investors, and the other things we do for next time. All right. So, our story, DNA Realty Group, the trusted brothers in real estate is a new slogan we recently picked up. We're actually been working on our branding and marketing. So me and my brother started DNA Realty Group in about 2010, right? 2009 we got our licenses. I was in college. He had a couple of businesses. He was working in the hair industry. And then we decided in 2010 to link up sources and work together. But how we got into the business was the previous couple of years, when I was still in college, we started looking at real estate as an investment opportunity. We also wanted to buy our dad a house. So as we started going out and looking at property, we realized that the service from the agents was horrific. We really had terrible service, terrible exposure. We really felt like every single agent we met with was just trying to get a commission. They were just trying to get a paycheck, and that's just to be honest. So after a while, we've been looking, and we really couldn't find anything we wanted, and we couldn't really make it work. So my brother's idea, actually, he got me into the business. He said, let's get our licenses, because we could do this. If these people do it, we can definitely do it. Long story short, 2009, we get our licenses. I was in school for a while. He was doing other things. In 2010, we connected, and we started DNA Realty Group. And ever since then, we've been on fire, just helping clients and making real estate successful. So, I don't know if anybody could see that slide pretty visibly, but the biggest difference, and I'll explain it clearly, the biggest difference between us and everybody else is how we work around the client, okay? So I'll just tell you, most real estate agents will be the real estate agent, and they do everything. They work with buyers, they work with sellers, they do the contract, they put signs in the ground, they put lock boxes. So imagine if you have 5 clients, right? You're pulling your hair out. And that's why the average real estate agent does only about 48 deals a year. 4 to 8, and that's it. You could barely survive off of that, but it's really a lot of work. Has anybody ever sold or bought a home successfully by show of hands? Okay. So do you remember all the steps involved in the process that you had to deal with? Imagine having to deal with 5 or 10 of those at the same time. Right. Absolutely crazy nightmare. You pull your hair out. As a matter of fact, when we first started in business, my brother had hair. Right? So it's an absolute nightmare. And it doesn't work. The business model in real estate doesn't work. You can only do 20 deals a year by yourself continuously, and you probably still burn out. Okay, so we built a different model in real estate. We have a team concept, and DNA Realty Group is the team that we started. Originally, it started with just me and my brother. Quickly, we gained pretty successful. We helped a lot of clients, and we asked ourselves the question, how can we serve more and more clients? We realized with our current resources, we weren't able to do so. So we built a different model. So we put the client in the center of our universe, right? So it's me and my brother, we run the company, we still work with clients, we still work with buyers, we still work with primarily sellers, but now we have a team. Carla, she does our transactions. She handles all the paperwork. She handles all the dates, the deadlines, make sure nothing gets passed. Steve, who's not here, he's had a lot of experience working with her because we've done a lot of transactions together. So she makes sure the process goes smoothly and she talks to the vendors. We also have Vinny and Pete. They're our agents. They help us out whenever we need help. They work with some of our buyers whenever we have overflow, and they help out with different activities with both buyers and sellers. Then we have Ando, which is one of our newest members. First 4 weeks in real estate, by listening to what we tell him to do, he took 2 listings and sold 1. Just to give you an example, compare, my first year in real estate, I probably didn't take a listing, right? I was a slow learner, no mentorship, no help. So our systems work, and we're able to build the systems around our clients to make them more beneficial. And now, we even have Chris, who's our intern. He does our marketing, social media, helps us out with those kind of things. See, if any of you got calendars recently, Chris sent them out. And this incredible idea I have to thank Brett is helping me think better as a business person. How can I get more help and add more value to my clients? So thank you for that, Brett. And now I want to talk about just one more thing. And that's how do we work with sellers? What is the value we add to sellers? Because most people think that all real estate agents are the same. And clearly there's a big difference between somebody who sells 40 plus homes or somebody who sells 4 homes, right? So one of the features we add to our clients, one of the benefits we give them is professional photography. Every client gets professional photography, right? And you could be a $200,000 client or a $2 million client. You're gonna get professional photography and virtual tours. Have you ever looked and shopped for a house online? By a show of hands, who shopped for a house online or at least checked it out? Has anybody ever seen iPhone picture photos with only like 1 photograph and you're like, what is this? So 1, buyers don't like that. 2, they're not showing up. And 3, what most listing agents don't know is that some websites like Trulia.com actually rank you by the quality and the number of pictures that you have up. So you're doing a huge disservice to yourself as a seller or to your client if you're helping them sell a house. 25 to 30 photos on every house, right? Because we know that's the minimum for most websites to get you ranking. And the way that happens is you'll actually show up higher because you have better quality photos. And then the more clicks you get, the higher you go. So it's a little SEO. Staging tips. We always tell everybody to declutter and depersonalize, but if the house doesn't show well, we'll actually pay for a free staging consultation. Somebody will come in, walk through the house with your client or with our client, and tell them this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, declutter, depersonalize, and they'll actually stage the house. And if they want to take him on as a client, hire him, they could also do that. And we know on average, staged homes sell for more money and they sell and actually much quicker. So that's another added value. Custom YouTube videos. By a show of hands, how many have watched one of our videos? All right, the majority of the people in this room. Videos are huge. 90% of all clients out there say they would like to see more videos of real estate. Less than 10% of agents are actually doing them. We have over 100,000 views on our YouTube channel of clients and other people, referral partners that have watched our videos. And you'd be surprised how Google owns YouTube and how that significantly affects rankings. People call me off of houses I've sold that I did a video over a year or 2 years ago. And they say, hey, so I noticed you sold a house in my complex. Do you have anything else coming on? And then we're able to add value to them by saying, no, we don't right now, but we could actually go out and we have resources to find you a seller so you could buy a house in that complex. So videos are huge for us. And our agent relationships. I mean, everybody thinks that, real estate is all about, I price it right, it sells. But that's not the case because at the end of the day, we expose your home like nobody else can. And we have relationships that most people don't. We've been in business for such a long time and we've done good quality work. Not only do we have a great reputation with our clients, we also have a great reputation with real estate agents all across the industry. In other words, when we put up a listing, because of our relationship, agents would much rather sell that home because they know it'll be a smooth transaction. We're going to help out with the work and the effort of that. Some of the other things we do, custom property websites, paper and electronic flyers, video tours, realtor and office meetings. In other words, I have over 100 agents in my office, but if I put a home for sale in Waltham, I'll let all the agents, local agents know about it. We also have the resource to look up the top agents, top 25, so we make sure we market to them directly. And any agent that might have a buyer for the house that is signed up on MLS, we have a way to look that up. If you want to see our 87-point marketing plan, literally 87 steps that we go through to sell homes, check out dnarealty.com/marketing plan. Over 500 websites. I mean, we literally expose the property like nobody else can to get the most buyers to your house, and some of these we pay for, to get you multiple offers in the highest possible price. All right, and this deluxe social media package, I'm sure most of you have seen some of our social media stuff online. So if you haven't, please check us out, connect with us. And that's about it. If nobody had any questions, all I'd like to say is the results speak for themselves. 100% client satisfaction, 4 stars on Zillow, if you check us out on Zillow, and all our listings sell about 100% of asking price. So thank you.